So we're going to chop up one whole leek, saute it, separate the oil from the peanut butter, non-hydrogenated peanut butter, saute the leeks with a little bit of the peanut butter oil, okay, not very much, high heat. Chop one whole giant carrot, saute that, add your carrots, saute those. Got a big bag of Chinese broccoli. We're going to use mostly the stems so that they reconstitute better. So we're going to put these big ends in pretty early on with the carrots since they're just as thick and need just as much cooking. While the veggies are going, we're going to start in a separate pan our sauce. We're going to start with 1 can of coconut milk. Vegan red curry paste. Never tried it. We'll see. We're going to add a generous amount to the coconut milk. That's a good start. We'll stir that in as it heats to dissolve it. And we'll taste it and add more to flavor. The veggies are going good. To the sauce pot, we're going to add a generous amount of peanut butter. These amounts might change as we cook it down and taste it. We'll probably go for one more later. Chopping up the tops of this broccoli very fine to add at the end. Finish chopping that up and put it aside for a minute. Some rather large garlic cloves are going to get added to the veggies. The sauce is already looking good. The garlic in. The sauce needs something, so we're going to add a little sugar.
All?
Yeah, all of it. It's looking pretty good, so we're going to add the greens now. We'll fold those in. We got these beautiful brown mushrooms. You just got to separate them on the bottom. They fall apart. They cook super quick. That's cooked pretty good. We're just going to turn it off and set it aside. Focus on getting all the peanut butter and curry sauce to melt into the coconut milk. Double check the final flavor. It still needs a little more sugar. We're going to go for another half a tablespoon. Or is that a teaspoon? That's a tablespoon. Yep, so that's 1.5 so far. So the dish is already pretty salty, but it's going to be going on a lot of veggies and rice that we haven't added any salt to. And to add a dimension of flavor, we're going to use some soy sauce. We'll mix that in. To break up all the lumps of peanut butter, make sure you smash the bottom of the spatula against the pot. It'll kind of spread out and dissolve the lumps of peanut butter. So you may not have a jar of rice vinegar that has all this crazy stuff in it. Thank you, Aunt Teresita. But it needs a little vinegar. We're going to do a half a tablespoon. There you go. We'll mix that in. It's getting pretty thick. Maybe that'll make it easier to dehydrate. Season yours to flavor. I'm going to let this go just a little longer to dry it out some more while I figure out what to do with the mushrooms. Meanwhile, I have rice cooking, by the way. After much deliberation, we decided we're going to fold in the mushrooms. We'll let those cook a little bit, and then we'll add the veggies to it a little later. Normally we'd add this kind of sauce to it, but it's very oily, so we're going to take some in a separate container and add it after we rehydrate the meal. Now we're going to fold in the veggies. carefully anyways.
I'm trying.
The dogs will eat that. Actually, they won't, because dogs can't have onions or garlic. There we go. Fold that into the pot. Let it all kind of come together. And we'll assess the situation regarding the rice when that time comes. We took some of the sauce out and put it in here. For tonight's dinner, because we'll eat some of this tonight, we'll add a little water to thin it out. But we intentionally left it very thick so that it dehydrates better. Okay, we're going to fold in some rice. Nice big scoop. We'll use more than that. I want to hold the handle. There you go. We're going to add more rice until it looks right. I'm just going to show you this one scoop. No big deal. Okay, we'll come back to it in a minute. We got a little parchment paper on the tray. Spread the magic out. Here it is spread out. I'm hoping we could divide this into 3, maybe 4 portions. I think 3 hungry people. We got some extra mushrooms. We bought 2 packs. So we're just going to dry these while it's running. That's all you do right there. Cut the bottom off and break them apart. So the last one didn't fill up all the way. That's number 4. We're going to take the mushrooms that we cut up, just put them on top. Close the lid. Plug it in and say a prayer. There she is.